Pass to Barnes. Puts it up from 12. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And some of these distributors have been very out from beyond the arc this season. The best three-point shooting point guards in the league. Number 1, Steph Curry.
And he's just so exceptional from long range that it forces the defense out and really opens up passing and driving lanes for him.
I really like the three-point shot as a very useful weapon for a point guard. I mean, it should be part of his arsenal. And this guy uses it as good or better than anyone else in the league.
3 on the clock.
Harrison Barnes, the 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. He's got prototypical size and athleticism for that small forward position. Still developing his overall game, but he's got enormous potential.
And Barnes, the top overall recruit in the nation coming out of high school in 2010.
Yeah, and really high expectations for him from a relatively young age. There's been some disappointment in his development, but with his work ethic, I think it's short-lived.
And here are the Warriors now. The Bulls leading by 3. Here's Mirotic. Off target with his 3.
Good solid defense on the perimeter there, challenging the shot and not fouling.
Even the best shooters can be bothered by his defense.
Looks like he might be on his game today, Clark.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Gasol is screen on Curry. And the shot is good.
How about the response? Retaliation. Impressive, huh, guys?
I'll say exactly that as well. Nice job to recover those 3 points right away.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Mirotic, the 23rd pick back in 2011. The Bulls had to wait a while for him to come over. But, Steve, it looks like their patience will be rewarded.
Yeah, I mean, he was an MVP in the Spanish ACB league. It's probably the best league in the world after the NBA. So a lot of NBA GMs really regarded him as the best international player outside the NBA last season.
And the Warriors with some changes. Andrew Bogut checked in for Spates. And it's Green and for Thompson. Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Chicago. Gibson setting a pick for Heinrich. From the top of the key, it's Chicago with another bucket.
And Mirotic leading Real Madrid to the title in the Copa del Rey tournament. He got the MVP of that tournament as well. He's still young, but he's been proven at a very high level of competition, and you never discount that.
And that's how you exploit a gap in the D, I guess. Huh?
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
Wow.
He knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one.
Curry wide open. Kirk Heinrich with the rebound.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
7-second difference, shot in game clock. Brooks with it. Now Green defending. 6 on the shot clock. The drive by Brooks. Mirotic gets the bucket. Green with the ball. He's coming off a 16-point game again.
Kevin, his passing is what blew me away. I mean, to see him orchestrate their offense so impeccably, that was a sight to behold.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Bulls lead by 3. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Chicago.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And the other thing they're doing is forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's helping them to get easy points at the other end.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Heinrich and Rose, the guards. Inside, Gibson and Noah. And it's Dunleavy in the small forward position. Timeout called the Warriors. Different look here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut checked in for Draymond Green. Harrison Barnes comes in for David Lee. Thompson, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Now a timeout called by Golden State. And as with any timeout at this point of the game, important to go over the strategies that are working and those that are needed in terms of adjustments. And, of course, the opportunity, guys, to get hydrated with Gatorade for coming back onto the floor. We've seen some good action so far, and there's more of it to come.
Yeah, this game has been physical, it's been fast, it's been high-paced. So anytime you're in a situation like this where it's really a hard-fought game, it's critical to keep yourself hydrated throughout.
Kevin, here's where the Warriors rank in the NBA over the last month. First in scoring, first in assists, and they're also #1 getting into the passing lanes and coming up with steals. An aggressive team that ball hawks very effectively.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about is really a result of great offensive execution. I mean, this is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition.
Here's Curry. He's coming off a 25-point game again.
He got some huge points from the foul line, too, Kevin. He was very aggressive, generating contact and drawing fouls. Well, as you know, there are polls for just about everything in sports. Last year, Steph Curry was actually voted as the most trustworthy player in the league.
Warriors trail by 3. Thompson misses. And Chicago shooting well, 50% from the floor. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, gentlemen, as you know, Joakim Noah is a great passer on the block. As Coach Thibodeau said, he's got great vision and decision-making ability. If we play through the post and you're cut and you're open, you're going to get the ball. We have to play inside out. That's when we're at our best. Guys?
Thank you, Doris, for that. Noah is definitely one of the better passing bigs in the league. No question about that. Golden State's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Shot's good. 8 points for Steph Curry. Here's Chicago. Gibson with the screen on Curry. Rose double-teamed. Heinrich outside. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's foul number 2 on him. They might not warrant sitting him entirely, but you know, another one before halftime, they could be in some trouble.
Butler, he's checked in for the Bulls. And now let's take a look at a very well-rounded group of players, shooting guards who can rebound with the big boys. You look at Butler, no doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game.
And, you know, what he gives away in terms of size to other big men down low, he makes up for with his agility and determination. That's what makes him such an outstanding rebounder.
Yeah, I'd like to go back to one thing you said there, Steve. It's determination. You can't be as good a rebounder as he is from the 2-guard spot without significant determination and effort. I mean, and he brings it every night.
Now, he made 2 3-pointers in the first quarter, so he continues to shoot the ball well.
Rose dishes to Dunleavy. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Dunleavy's got 7 points.
How about that? They respond to a 3-pointer with a quick 3 of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
Curry's shot is off.
Boy, he's got a nice looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, a lot of times he'll hit that shot regardless of the defense.
Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
Rose double teamed. Buries it down low. Now it's a 3-point Bulls lead.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Good solid defense on the perimeter. They're challenging the shot and not fouling.
Even the best shooters can be bothered by his defense.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Saul comes in for Josh Gibson. And Mirotic subbed in for Mike Dunleavy.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Yeah, shoddy defense there. Far too slow to react on the closeouts. Well, Klay Thompson, the son of former #1 draft pick Michael Thompson, but totally different games. His father was a big man who kind of played inside. Klay, a swing man, just a knockdown shooter from deep.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Puts up a 3. Mirotic grabs the miss.
Kevin, I tell you, his 3-point shot has looked awful here in the second quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of his slump, but he needs to give it a rest and try something else.
Rose kicks to Mirotic. Rose goes in. Shot clock at 6. And the shot is good. Rose has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. And Klay's father, Michael, often his toughest critic, he tells Klay, post those smaller guards up and don't always fade away. I can hear him saying,
oh my, that's why I'm laughing. Sounds just like Michael, who knew how to handle himself with his back to the goal as a college and pro standout himself.
Butler goes in, and so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Pau Gasol over the last few seasons dealing with a number of lower body injuries. Knee tendonitis, plantar fasciitis, groin, toe. I'll tell you, Kobe had suggested to him to try to really slim down to lessen the pressure on his joints.
Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Chicago. Brooks comes in for Derrick Rose. Wasted no time on that one. 16 points for Steph Curry.
That's been a great day for him, and if you remember, he gave them a huge performance their last time out as well.
But they get it back. Mirotic has a wide open look. Money from the wing. Curry with a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Looks like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting and wants to talk it over a little bit with his club.
I don't think you can ever go wrong burning a timeout if you see something you don't like and you need to talk about it.
Timeout called the Warriors. Here's Curry. Tries a 3 off the inbound. Here's Bogut.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
And a tight game here as we end the first half. Third quarter starting here now. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Boy, he put on a show from the three-point line in the first half, didn't he? We'll see if the halftime break had any cooling effect on him.
Yeah, we'll soon find out, because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding it to him behind the arc until he does cool off.
Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter. Harrison Barnes is out there with Bogut. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Dunleavy kicks to Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The kick out to Rose. For 3. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got 4 rebounds now tonight. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Rose. Gasol passes to Noah. Dunleavy dishes to Butler. Butler missing again.
You know, sometimes rest can do more harm than good. It certainly looks that way for them. They've been cold coming out and have yet to find the bottom of the net.
And that one is hammered home.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, the Bulls coach Tom Thibodeau, known as one of the most demanding coaches in all the NBA, he said the teams that are special always play with a rare intensity. That's just how championship caliber teams play. He added, I don't think you really feel pressure if you're putting everything you have into each and every day. Sound strategy, Kevin.
He's one of the best getting that kind of effort from his players, Doris. Thank you. Curry with a wide open look. Gets to the corner and buries it. Curry's got the lead up to 2 now for the Warriors.
Well, Andrew Bogut possesses really great size and above average athleticism, but I really think it's his basketball IQ that sets him apart. He's got outstanding instincts, especially at the defensive end of the floor. I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Rose kicks to Dunleavy. And Iguodala comes to help. Dunleavy the pass to Gasol. Here's Noah. And the basket good.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
You talk about Bogut's IQ of the game. Steve, a great passer offensively.
He is. He's one of those guys who has a good feel for the game. He sets good screens. He understands angles. He's got a lot of veteran tricks about him. You know, things that maybe the referees don't catch. So a guy who can really help your team win.
Rose dishes to Butler. For the lead, the Warriors pull it in.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see. Defensively, guys, they just don't seem to be giving the same kind of effort that they were in the first half of the game.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Mike Dunleavy. Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Brooks in for Derrick Rose.
He's really lacking in confidence out there. 0 field goals made so far in this game.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That's his first foul. Chicago with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Mirotic. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. And that's 12 points for Nikola Mirotic. And Curry, here we go. Nobody near Barnes. The long distance three is good. And the Warriors lead by 4.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Agreed, Clark. They've poured in 3 of the last 5 baskets on pretty open looks behind the arc.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up. Mirotic, Clark, the first ever 2-time winner of the EuroLeague Rising Star Award. Certainly one of the most accomplished European prospects to enter the NBA in quite some time.
And, you know, Kevin, his game has been compared to Dirk Nowitzki or Danilo Gallinari, and both of those guys are pretty versatile, high-quality, highly skilled players. So Mirotic will stretch power forward with really good intangibles, too.
On its way from Curry for two. Jump shot is good that time. Curry's got 25 points. Here's Mirotic. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Warriors leading by 3. Here's Curry. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
The drive by Brooks. Just 3 on the clock. Here's Bogut. Can't get it to go. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Warriors lead by 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Bulls trail by 3. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. D. Rose and Jimmy Butler back. Mirotic is out there with Dunleavy. And it's Gibson in at center.
Derrick Rose, born and raised on the south side of Chicago, now playing for his hometown Bulls. He even became a partner and endorser for Chicago's top deep dish pizza chain. He does represent this town.
Bulls making a switch here. Noah's checked in. You talk about Derrick Rose's culinary interest. He's looked to change his diet for the better.
Yeah, he needed to, Kevin, because, you know, he's a big fan of candy when he came into the league. It was kind of his vice. He said he would eat up to 2 pounds of candy in one sitting. I mean, that's just crazy. But he's hired a personal chef. He's eating better. He's taking care of his body. And it's important, obviously, as you get older and you're dealing with injuries.
And he uses both hands to jam it in. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
Absolutely. I mean, 6 lead changes here so far.
Steve, exciting stuff.
Yeah, this is a fun game to watch. Which team can kind of extend a lead and make a couple of big plays here to try to seize momentum? We'll see.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently.
One of the oldest plays in basketball made that dunk possible.
That's right. A terrific screen right there, Steve. Allowed him to lose his man and rock it to the rim.
Well, don't you love to see players working together in that fundamental play? Fun to watch.
Now here's Rose. After the miss from Stephen Curry. Here's Gibson. The turnaround Jay. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. Warriors trail by 3. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin. Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Well, that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
Now here's Rose. Left side, Butler. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. And it's Rose. This time the assist by Gibson. And that's 15 points for Rose. Now a timeout called by Golden State. Kind of like what Derrick Rose has done in this game.
He's on fire. And they needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hands.
Pau Gasol's checked in for Taj Gibson. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Warriors coach as he addressed his team. He wants them to pick it up and really go for it right now, saying, no time like the present, gentlemen. Embrace it. Embrace the spotlight, and let's make it happen. Kevin, let's see what they can do.
Thompson outside. From downtown.
They definitely had the advantage inside. Another big grab a moment ago.
Noah with a screen for Rose. Cruz off the pick and hammers it home. It's astonishing to see a player, Clark, at his position who can get to the rim like that.
Yeah, he goes very vertical on you, Kevin.
And once he's up there, you know he's going to throw it down hard. He's got to contribute. He's got to produce if his team's going to get back in it in this quarter.
He feeds it to Noah. Unloads from 13. That one goes. Count it. And it's an 8-point Bulls lead.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
He's certainly not been at his best this quarter, and that's an understatement.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Chicago.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
The other thing that jumps out to me is just the big number of assists they've had. The offensive efficiency has been a major factor.
Noah hits them both.
How about Joakim Noah in this one? He's got 8 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's made some heads-up plays, Clark. He's done a really nice job defensively.
And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Off target from outside. Here's Curry. Curry with another miss.
Boy, this has been flat out ugly for him this quarter. He hasn't hit a thing out there.
And Rose, wide open. He shoots. Drills it from outside.
Well, the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way their home team played here today.
And they shouldn't be pleased. I mean, it's a very well-deserved win, Steve. They came into this building and weren't intimidated at all. They were the aggressors.
Thompson with the bucket.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
For three, Dunleavy. Here's Curry. Not enough on that one as it misses.
You know, he's so confident, sometimes to a fault, and that showed right there. That's a bad shot.
Exactly. I mean, that's self-inflicted damage right there. There are a lot better options than what he took.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, Derrick Rose.